10 UK brands that will be more expensive in 2026. Your weekly shop is about to cost you far more than you think. While you're focused on the price at the till, something worse is happening inside the products themselves. Quality is dropping, portions are shrinking, and the brands you trust most are leading the way. But what we uncovered next was even worse. If you're watching this, subscribe now, because what I'm about to show you will change how you shop forever. 2026 isn't just bringing higher prices, it's bringing a coordinated shift across major UK brands where you'll pay more and receive demonstrably less. This isn't speculation. The patterns are already visible in supplier reports, reformulation filings, and the quiet changes happening on supermarket shelves right now. Most families buy at least 5 of the brands on this list every single week. By the end of this year, those same purchases will cost significantly more while delivering noticeably lower quality. The number one brand affects nearly every British household, and the price shock will catch most people completely off guard. This investigation will show you exactly which brands are changing, what they're hiding, and how to protect your budget before it's too late. For decades, British shoppers operated on a simple assumption. Brands you trusted would stay consistent. If you paid a bit more, you got reliable quality. If prices rose, the product inside remained the same. That unspoken contract is breaking down. Across the UK food industry, a pattern has emerged. Costs rise, but instead of transparent price increases alone, brands are deploying a dual strategy. Prices go up visibly at the till while quality degrades invisibly at home. Smaller portions, cheaper ingredients, altered recipes, reduced shelf life. This isn't about one or two struggling companies. It's a systematic shift affecting household names worth billions. The brands on this list aren't failing businesses desperately cutting corners. They're market leaders choosing profit protection over customer value. And the most troubling part? Most shoppers won't notice until months after the changes have become permanent. The first warning signs appeared in supply chain filings and manufacturing reports. Major brands began restructuring their ingredient sourcing, shifting to lower-cost suppliers while keeping packaging and branding identical. Then came the reformulations. Products that had used the same recipes for years were suddenly being adjusted. Not improved. Adjusted. Water content increased. Premium ingredients replaced with substitutes. Portion sizes recalibrated. UK food regulations allow remarkable flexibility here. As long as products meet minimum safety standards, brands can alter recipes, reduce quantities, and change suppliers without prominent disclosure. A small note buried in fine print. A vague mention of new recipe on redesigned packaging. Sometimes nothing at all. What makes this particularly concerning is the coordination. Multiple brands under the same parent companies are implementing similar changes simultaneously. It's not reactive cost management, it's strategic value reduction. Independent consumer testing has started catching these shifts. Products tested in 2023 versus 2025 show measurable differences in ingredient quality, portion weight, and performance. And 2026 is when these changes accelerate across the entire market. The scale of what's happening becomes clear when you examine specific product categories. Shrinkflation has evolved. It's no longer just about smaller pack sizes. Brands are now reducing product density while keeping packaging dimensions identical. Cereal boxes the same size, but with lighter, airier contents. Sauce bottles the same height, but with thinner consistency requiring more per use. The visual cue that once alerted shoppers has been eliminated. Recipe degradation is systematic. Across multiple brands, premium ingredients are being swapped for cheaper alternatives. Butter replaced with palm oil. Real fruit replaced with concentrates. Whole ingredients replaced with powders. These aren't emergency measures. They're planned reformulations designed to cut costs by 15 to 20% while maintaining shelf presence. Shelf life manipulation creates waste. Some products now spoil faster due to reduced preservatives or changed production methods. Bread goes stale quicker. Fresh items don't last as long. This forces additional purchases, effectively increasing the real cost far beyond the shelf price. Portion psychology is weaponized. Multi-pack configurations have been redesigned. What was once a pack of 6 becomes 5. Sharing bags quietly lose 50 grams. Ready meals serve fewer people. The packaging looks nearly identical, so shoppers don't register the change until they run out unexpectedly. Ingredient transparency has decreased. More brands are using umbrella terms like vegetable oils or natural flavorings instead of specific ingredients. This obscures the use of cheaper, lower quality inputs while technically remaining compliant with labeling regulations. Testing reveals measurable decline. Independent analysis of reformulated products shows protein content dropping, fiber reducing, and filler ingredients increasing. In some cases, the nutritional profile has degraded by over 20%, while prices increased by 30%. The most troubling discovery is how this compounds over time. A small change to 10 different weekly purchases doesn't feel dramatic in one shop, but over a year, families are spending hundreds more while receiving objectively less food of lower quality. And the brands doing this most aggressively? The ones British households trust most and buy most frequently. Brand 10. Tesco own brand price increases without announced reformulations. Customers report texture changes in ready meals, thinner sauces, and products that don't last as long in the fridge. Own brand ranges, once the safe value option, are quietly becoming less reliable while prices rise steadily. Brand 9. Asda own brand food. Similar to Tesco, but more pronounced. Meat products show increased filler content. Ready meals feel less substantial. Shoppers find themselves needing top-ups sooner, pushing total spending higher despite apparent savings at the till. Brand 8. Cadbury facing severe cocoa cost pressure. Bars have measurably shrunk. Recipes have been adjusted, with longtime customers noticing different texture and taste. Price increases combined with portion reductions mean significantly less chocolate for notably more money. Brand 7. McVitie's biscuit packs feel lighter. Individual biscuits appear thinner and more brittle. Packs that once lasted a week now finish in days. Prices have climbed while satisfaction has dropped, eroding the value that made these products household staples. Brand 6. Bird's Eye frozen portions clearly reduced. Fish fingers smaller. Meal kits serve fewer people. Because frozen food is portion controlled, the changes are immediately noticeable. Families buying 2 packs instead of 1 to feed the same number of people. Brand 5. Heinz sauce consistency has changed across multiple products. Bottles empty faster because products are thinner, requiring more per use. Recipe adjustments have altered familiar tastes. Premium pricing without premium delivery. Brand 4. Greggs, once the epitome of value, now showing clear portion reduction. Bakes feel smaller, pastries less filling. Prices have risen faster than quality has maintained, undermining the core value proposition that built customer loyalty. Brand 3. Nestlé UK. Shrinkflation across cereals, snacks, and chocolate. Multi-pack counts reduced. Box sizes narrowed. Recipe tweaks affecting taste and texture. A portfolio-wide shift that touches dozens of everyday products simultaneously. Brand 2. Walker's Crisps, perhaps the most noticeable shrinkflation in UK retail. Bags feel dramatically lighter. Multi-pack counts reduced. Grab bags finish surprisingly quickly. Price increases on top of weight reductions create a profound value drop. Brand 1. Warburton's bread. The most concerning, because it's the most frequent purchase. Bread goes stale faster. Texture has changed. Loaves don't last as long, creating more waste and forcing more frequent purchases. When your most reliable staple becomes unreliable, the entire weekly shop feels unstable. This isn't about one bad shopping trip. It's about a fundamental shift in how your weekly budget performs. When multiple staples simultaneously increase in price while decreasing in quality, household food costs spike in ways official inflation figures don't capture. You're not just paying more. You're getting less, wasting more, and shopping more frequently. The financial impact compounds. If 10 regular purchases each drop 15% in real value while rising 20% in price, you're effectively spending 35% more for the same actual consumption. Over a year, that's hundreds of pounds per household. Shopping habits must change. Brand loyalty becomes expensive. The assumption that familiar names deliver consistent value no longer holds. Every purchase now requires active evaluation, not autopilot selection. Practical steps to take. Compare weight per price, not just shelf price. Check ingredient lists on products you buy regularly. Note when familiar products finish faster than expected. Consider own brand alternatives, but scrutinize those too. Buy based on current value, not historical trust. The hardest part is recognizing that the brands you've trusted for decades are actively choosing profit over loyalty. That psychological shift is uncomfortable, but financially necessary. What worked in your weekly shop for years won't work the same way in 2026. The biggest revelation isn't that prices are rising, it's that quality is falling simultaneously, creating a dual assault on household budgets that most people won't fully recognize until it's too late. These aren't temporary adjustments. They're permanent strategic shifts by brands that have calculated that customer loyalty can withstand degraded value. Your awareness is the only leverage you have. When enough shoppers notice, question, and adjust their purchasing decisions, brands are forced to respond. But that only happens if people stop shopping on autopilot. 2026 will separate shoppers who notice these changes from those who simply absorb them. Which side you're on will determine how much you actually spend versus how much you think you're saving. Have you already noticed these changes in your local Tesco, Sainsbury's, or Asda? Drop a comment below with which brand has disappointed you most recently. If this investigation changed how you'll shop going forward, hit subscribe. We uncover the hidden truths behind everyday UK foods, one investigation at a time. No corporate spin, no brand partnerships, just honest breakdowns of what's really happening on supermarket shelves. And share this with anyone who does the weekly shop. Because the brands won't announce these changes, but together we can spot them before they drain our wallets. Britain Uncovered is here for you.